Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today let us see how to find the value of this type of question whenever we have how to find the value of this. So now what are we going to do? First thing, we'll consider this whole thing this as x. So let x is. So now what we can do, we can write an x is, again we can write here root of 6 plus, and this we can write as x again because this goes on, this is still infinity. So again for this part we can write as x because this will be again here 6, again this will be root of 6 plus, and it will go on. So this will be, so we can consider this as again in this one for this part as x. So we can write as 6 plus again this as x. So now what will you do when we square both the sides? If we square this side and this side, so what happened here? This will be x square, and when you square this, means what happens? The square root goes off. So that is just going to be 6 plus x. So now let us bring this x square, like we'll keep it on the left hand side, and this plus x will bring it over here, that is going to be minus x. Again this will bring it over here, that will be minus 6, that is going to be 0. So now what you can see, this is a quadratic equation. So you know the quadratic equation, what we do, this is the first term, this is the middle term, and this is the last term. So actually here is x square, but we cannot see the coefficient. Actually the coefficient is 1. So what we do, we multiply this, the first and the last term, we take the coefficient of that and we take the factors of that in such a way that we get here, this will be 1, we get minus 1. So when you see the factors of 6, so that is going to be 2 3s are and 3 1s are. So how to get that minus 1? We have 3 and 2 factors. So that should be minus 3 plus 2 is going to be minus 1. So we can write here x square minus 3x plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. So now we have 4 terms. So what are we going to do? We'll take these first 2 terms and then these last 2 terms, and we'll take the common from the first one. So x is going to be common. So what remains in the bracket is x minus 3. After these 2 terms, there is a plus sign. So this plus sign, whatever, if it is minus, you have to keep minus. Here is plus, so we'll keep plus as it is. Now we'll see from these last 2 terms, we have 2s common. So what remains in the bracket is x minus 3. So now see here, actually in the quadratic equation, we should get, see here, the brackets here is whatever we get in this bracket, the same thing should be over here. If it is not here, means something you have done wrong over here. So you have to recheck. So always this and this bracket, whatever the thing is, that is going to be the same, is equal to 0. So now here, now you can see this, both are the same. So you are just going to write it only once, and then whatever remains outside the bracket, that is x plus 2, that you will write in the other bracket, that is 0. So this whole part is going to be 0, or this is going to be 0. So what we are going to write here, x minus 3 is 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So when you take this on this side, the value of x is 3, or when you take plus 2 on this side, that is going to be minus 2. But now we have the 2 values of x. So this is one negative and the positive. So here the always the square root, this is never going to be negative. So we have to consider this positive value. So x is going to be 3. So what we have considered, this x is this the whole part. So the answer for this is 3.